You are not a clean girl if you do not shower after you do a number two. You should be showering after you do a number two, no matter what.
There is a lot of things that TikTok is trying to convince me of, that I don't have enough makeup products, that I need a completely new wardrobe, that I'm not fit enough. And it's also trying to convince me that apparently I'm dirty, that when I take a shower, I don't do it well enough, and therefore I must stink.
You think you're clean? You're not, I guarantee it. You're at that in-between part of every year where you leave in a jacket and you come home in a t-shirt. Half y'all are sweating through that sweater by the midday, okay? You're not clean, we know it. Unless you're doing all of these things, you're dirty.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I understand this is a hook to get people to watch your video, but I don't think it's fair to bait people by playing on their insecurities. Because there are a lot of people who are insecure about their body odor, about their hygiene, so I don't think it's fair to use that just to get some extra views, especially when you watch the video and the advice isn't really that great.
Number one is exfoliate. But not just exfoliate, get an exfoliation mitt. When you're using this and you're getting all your crevices everywhere, you need to be using a Dial soap bar, okay? You can use the Dove one. I prefer this one because it's antibacterial, okay? The gold bar. This is going to get all of the germs off your body as you're scrubbing away the dead skin. Scrub, clean. Scrub, clean.
This is something you see a lot with those like hygiene focused creators or creators who give advice like this. All they talk about is exfoliation. Like, she talks about using a mitt, others talk about using a scrub or a peeling, whatever, but they seem to have no concern for someone's skin type. They show exfoliating as an essential part of being hygienic when it's simply not. I mean, for a lot of people, using like a loofah or a sponge is just enough, especially if you're like me. I have extremely dry skin, and trust me when I tell you that if I did that every single day, my skin would just hurt and burn and it would be horrible. And I know that from experience, because there was a time when I listened to people like this, I tried their advice, and it was just really bad for my skin. I ended up having it, like, I had those like dry patches. It felt very dehydrated and like very stiff in a way. I don't even really know how to explain this feeling, but I just listened to people like this and I ended up scratching myself all of the time.
And if you're not doing your pits with this, I know your ass stinks.
The way she is speaking about this is the problem, in my opinion. I mean, there is a difference between telling someone, hey, if you have problems with BO, using an exfoliating mitt on your pits could help, and saying, if you're not doing this, I know your ass stinks. But this is how creators on TikTok are selling those unrealistic hygiene standards, because when I'm watching this, I am thinking to myself, oh yeah, I definitely need that mitt and I definitely need that soap because I stink, even though I know very well I don't stink. But they know how to influence you, they know what language to use, so you feel like you're not doing enough.
Number two, don't just wash your hair. You need to be clarifying your hair, okay? Your hair holds all the smells, all the gunk on your scalp. This is going to help you get it off. But while you're doing this, you need one of these. It's silicone, it doesn't like get moldy or anything in your shower, it's pretty soft, but it also helps your circulation. So you're scrubbing your scalp and you're also stimulating the follicles. So it's a twofer, okay? You're making your hair long, and my hair almost touches my butt, okay? If you want long, healthy hair, it starts at the scalp, okay? Clarify and clean your damn scalp.
Just to de-influence you a little bit, you do not need this silicone thing to wash your hair. Your fingers can do a good enough job. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using that, you just don't need it. I have this silicone thingy, I really don't know what it's called, and I used to wash my hair with it, but I noticed that when I use it with shampoo, it actually tangles my hair like crazy, so I stopped. Right now, I am using this to kind of like massage my scalp, for example, when I'm oiling my hair. So I do think, generally speaking, this is a pretty cool product, especially if you are focused on growing your hair really long and trying to, do it faster. This is probably one of the cheapest cheapest and also most effective products that you can buy to grow your hair. But when it comes to washing your hair, you definitely do not need that. It's important to just get into all the places, especially here behind your head where there is a lot of hair. You can do it with your fingers, it's fine. And also when it comes to shampooing your hair, I do believe in double shampooing, but I don't think you need any like specific shampoo to do it. I've been, experimenting a lot with like my self-care just to find the best products that work for me. And I found out that actually one of the cheapest shampoos that I've ever tried just does the best job for me. It's like great for my hair, for my scalp and everything. I don't know how much this specific shampoo costs, but you definitely don't need that one. You can use a cheaper one and you are going to be very clean and hygienic. But then again, I don't even think that everyone needs to be double shampooing. I think it really depends on your hair type, on how thick it is, and all of those factors. But I really don't like that they are selling one standard with absolutely no concern for somebody's skin type and hair type and everything. So just, don't listen to people. Have a routine that works for you, not something that works for someone else who is completely different than you. Because I know how easy it is to get influenced by people like this and to feel like, oh my god, I probably stink because I don't do all of it. You probably don't stink. You're probably fine and you don't need to do all that.
Get one of these. Okay, they're like $8. You can probably find them at Five Below. I don't know. You're not cleaning your back. Don't come to me and say you have bacne and not have one of these sitting in your shower. I don't want to hear it. Your back is dirty. You're not cleaning it. Get one of these.
Your back is probably not dirty and you probably don't need this product even if it only costs like $5 or whatever. There is nothing wrong with using that, but not everyone needs it, and if they don't have it, it doesn't mean they have a dirty back. And again, we have to talk about the skin type here because, like I told you, I listened to this advice and I had this brush or whatever it's called and I was using it in a shower and I actually gave myself bruises on my back. Like, how sometimes you scratch yourself and you have like a bunch of tiny bruises on your hand? This happened to my entire back because I was using it in a hot shower. So again, not only not having this doesn't mean you stink or that your back is dirty or whatever. It can also just not be a good fit for you depending on your skin type and everything else. And it might feel like I'm repeating myself a little bit here, but that's because once again I listened to this advice and I ended up being worse off. My skin was breaking out, it was dry and itchy, but I did all of it because no one on TikTok told me that maybe it's not for all skin types and maybe it won't work for me. It was shown, we are being told on TikTok that the more products you use, the more hygienic you are, and that's just not the case.
For those y'all nasty asses who don't wash your feet, get a pumice stone. If you're one of those people who gets into the shower and says, oh, the water washes my... No, it doesn't. That's why your feet are dry and crusty.
I'm not even going to sit through her explanation of why you need it because I can tell you right now, you do not need it. I mean, it's helpful to some and completely unnecessary to others. But please wash your feet. You don't need a pumice stone to wash your feet, but please wash your feet. But now we'll get to the part that makes me like genuinely angry.
Now for my ladies, don't use this in your downstairs, okay, in your kitty cat. Don't use this. Your pH is going to be garbage. Don't do it. I've actually made this mistake. Don't do it, okay? You need something that is actually made for your nether regions, okay? This is the one I use. It has never failed me, okay? Don't put it inside. Don't put it inside, okay? Don't do that. This is for the outside. But this will have you so fresh, okay? Every time you shower. Every time.
To me, those intimate washes or whatever they are called, they are the biggest scam on earth. Because back in the day, it was a few years ago, I had some problems down there and I was using different intimate washes, from different companies with different properties. Some of them were supposed to be hydrating, others were supposed to be for pH levels or whatever, but I still had problems down there. And one day I finally went to the doctor and I told her about it and she said, yeah, just stop using it. And I stopped and all my problems went away in like a week or two. So when I see someone push this narrative on TikTok that you need an intimate wash, you really don't. I mean, it may be helpful in some cases. To other people, it probably does no difference. But to me, I think it was just irritating my skin or like whatever down there. And that's why I couldn't use it. So if you're having some problems down there and you're using an intimate wash, just stop for like 2 or 3 weeks and try to see if there's a difference, because I'm telling you, you may not know that it actually messes your pH balance is one thing, but you know, those regions are very sensitive to like fragrances and chemicals. So I guess it's just not the right choice for everybody, and don't listen to someone who tells you that it's definitely perfect for everyone. She then goes on and mentions another product after product that I just personally think is unnecessary, so I'm not going to sit here and repeat myself. I just want to say, like, no judgment to her. Maybe this routine works for her, so great, but this is definitely not like a golden standard that everyone should adhere to. But what I see a lot with those creators, you know, those hygiene focused or like self-care focused creators, is that they promote using a lot of products, and in my opinion it's too many products that can actually lead to irritating your skin. There is this whole niche on TikTok where people do scent coordinated showers, and they sometimes use like 10 or 12 or 15 products in one shower. So let's take a look at one example and just talk about it a little bit.
Help me pick out a marshmallow cotton candy scented shower routine. I thought this was such a great idea because I love marshmallow and I love cotton candy. Why not put them together?
So in this routine, she uses soap, a sugar scrub, a body wash, a body oil, a body glaze, a body lotion, a dusting powder, whatever that is, a body mist, and then perfume. Using too many products can actually be harmful to your skin, and this is once again where the importance of skin type comes in. If your skin is dry or sensitive, or if you're generally like sensitive to fragrances, whether that's because your skin doesn't like it or because your nose doesn't like it, this routine is definitely not for you. But not only that, the overconsumption here is crazy. You can see that she has shelves filled with products from like perfume to body scrubs in every color and scent and consistency possible. It's like she has a drugstore in her house. That would overwhelm me like crazy. I'm a simple girl and I can't have too many choices, or I don't know what to do. I kind of understand that one day you want to smell like vanilla, the other day you want to smell like an orange. Like, I kind of see the vision, I get it, but I think showing people that owning and using this many products is normal is harmful in so many ways. First of all, most people just simply don't need to own this much stuff. I mean, most of us are fine having like 1 or 2 shower gels, maybe a body lotion, a body oil, some perfume, you know, just a few things. I don't think there's a single person on this earth who needs a closet full of body care products. It's also harmful to your wallet because if you have this much stuff, some of it will definitely go to waste. I mean, products have an expiration date. If you open it up, use it once or twice, and then keep it in your closet, it will eventually go bad. So then you'll either have to throw it out, or if you decide to use it for some reason, it can cause, again, irritation to your skin. And if you're using this many products and like constantly alternating between them, because one day you want to be vanilla, the other orange, then a strawberry, then cotton candy or whatever, like you will not use up all of it unless maybe you're using like crazy amounts of it. Then you will use it up, but then again, I don't think it's good for your skin. So what ends up happening is that a ton of garbage is being generated, stuff ends up in the landfill, and you lose money. There is nothing wrong with wanting to try out new things, but you just don't have to do it all at once. You know what I mean? You can just buy a few things, try them out, maybe, hopefully use them up completely, and then just buy a new thing. On top of that, if your goal is to give off this like clean vibe and smell nice, I really don't think a routine like this is the right way to go about this. We've all met this one person who just smelled too strongly of something, you know, maybe they used too much perfume, for example, and then when you talk to them, when you're around them, the scent is so strong, it's actually like to me personally, they actually end up smelling dirty, because I'm thinking in my head, why are they using so much perfume? Why are they using so many scents instead of just taking a simple shower? Even though I don't really know how strong the exact products she showed are, I can imagine that if you layer them up one on top of another, the smell has to be strong and it probably lasts for a very long time. But those creators just like never mention it. They just straight up promote overconsumption as if more products were supposed to guarantee that you will smell nice and be clean. But as someone who is very sensitive to smells, like I'm actually very, very sensitive to smells, I need to let you know that if you smell too strongly of something, it doesn't give off clean vibe. I mean, if you like smelling strong of something for whatever reason, I'm not judging, you do you. But if your goal is to give off that clean vibe, I don't think just layering as many scents as possible on yourself is the way to go. A good shower and like just simple perfume at the end is enough. There are so many people who are sensitive when it comes to like BO and hygiene, and there are people who have troubles with sweating too much, for example. And those creators are trying to convince them that just one more product, one more scented mist, one more dry brush is finally going to make them clean and smell nice. And when someone is sensitive on that topic, they are going to buy a bunch of products that are not only unnecessary but can also cause damage to their skin. And they don't even need to be that insecure about this. I mean, I know I'm clean, I know I don't smell bad or anything like this, but when I'm watching those videos, there is this little voice in my head telling me I'm dirty and I need to buy what they are advertising, and I need to completely alter my routine and make it an hour long so I can like clean myself properly. And in the past, I did. I had such a long and complicated routine every single day that actually ended up draining up my wallet and my energy. And not only that, but it would also cause problems to my skin because this many products did more damage than good. That's why I wanted to tell you, you don't need a 10-step scent coordinated shower routine to be clean and smell nice. As long as you're taking a shower and washing your hair regularly, you probably don't stink. And if you do, maybe you should go to a doctor instead of layering yourself with dozens of products. Because if you wash yourself, if you take a shower every single day and you still smell bad for some reason, this is a problem a medical professional can help with and not something that a bunch of TikTok recommendations are going to fix. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments, and if you could, please subscribe because I'm really trying to reach 1,000 subscribers and that would help me out a lot. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye!